Welcome to Fine Living, presented by Jim Reif Builders on 1240 Radio WOMT.
And good morning, Lakeshore, and welcome back to Fine Living here at 1240 Radio WOMT. We are with the one and the only Jim Reif from Jim Reif Builders.
Terry, you got to go easy on introductions, and I don't need it that great.
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I can't complain. It's springtime and enjoying the weather.
Yeah, we all are, yes, I think. We all look forward to it after all the winter again.
Absolutely, man. Jim, just kind of wanted to do a little recap of last week's show because last week we focused a lot on you and Jim Reif Builders and what you do and why people want to consider working with you guys.
That's correct. You try to identify what the strengths of Jim Reif Builders on our team, not just me, but our whole team, because there's a lot of people that make this all happen in that. And today I think we'll just continue kind of with that a little bit and talk about the design experience and stuff like that, especially if you're doing a new home or a bigger addition and stuff like that where plans are going to be involved, not just, changing a window or something like that.
Now is really a good time to start. If people are looking at doing new construction, even for next year as well, I know we talked about that a while back, or remodeling projects, this is a good time to start to basically interview some builders.
Right. So in some cases, we've had some people come and interview us and ask a lot of questions. They come prepared with a bunch of questions, and they'd like to, answers on how we handle different things. And I think it's a good experience for them to get to know their builder well and get to, how they're going to handle and work with them. And ultimately, big thing for us is listening to the client.
Absolutely.
And giving their needs and their wants, and then, making sure everything comes in budget.
I know that one of the things that you do when you do meet with individuals, when you're putting together blueprints and stuff, is getting a lot of photos or scrapbook ideas, Pinterest. I know we talked about that last week. All those tools and resources to help move projects along.
That is correct. So with technology evolving through the years, we've got a lot of opportunity. There's Pinterest out there, which is a great opportunity to get different pictures and make your own little photo album that can actually be emailed right to us. Houzz is another one. That's Houzz is a great website for that also. So both are good websites, and there's probably a few other ones that are out there. You can do that and collect photos. But also, if you see something in a magazine, newspaper, if you want to clip something out like that, showing, the cabinet style,
sure,
or door styles or some trim details, that's all great. It really helps us understand what you want.
And I would imagine as well, too, a lot of people have smartphones and cameras on their phones. I mean, if they're driving around to take photos of things they like, and I would also even say maybe things that they don't like, specifically say, hey, I don't like this, we can avoid anything like that.
That is correct. All those opportunities that technology is awesome.
Here we go. Jim, as we move on here, what is the process when someone decides to work with Jim Reif Builders?
Well, kind of after that interview process, if they do that, not everybody does that, if they do that, we'd want to get together and discuss, a few things. One of the key things, unfortunately, is the budget. We all have to be in budget, just like when you're going to buy a new car. What value can you afford to spend? And we need to do that too. And it's hard for people to answer because they don't know what housing costs are. And we're really working at things at our office for new construction to be able to give you that information. So in the next few months, we should be able to have a lot of information somewhat at our fingertips on the average size home. The higher end and stuff like that will take a little bit longer. On the average size home, we're going to have pricing somewhat at our fingertips. So it's kind of a neat thing. So we'll get people in budgets, sit down and talk about their wishes and wants. We kind of use the wants and the wishes because there are things you're going to need in the house. Maybe you got, 4 kids, you need several bathrooms.
Sure.
But then, so maybe some of the wishes are, if we really had this, great sunroom, we'd like to do that. Had the opportunity. So they'll, kind of identify the differences. Our designers, again, are here to listen to you and work with you on your ideas and floor plans, and then, give you feedback. We're going to give you professional feedback. You don't have to take it. If you don't like something we're saying, that's fine. But we're here to give you the opportunities, the ideas and such, so we do our job like we're supposed to.
There we go. Jim, time is flying by here. We have to get going, but let's continue having this conversation next week. In the meantime, how can listeners get a hold of Jim Reif Builders?
You can easily call us at 684-6899. You can also look us up on the web, jimreifbuilders.com. Got a fantastic website. Or check us out on Facebook.
Awesome. Jim, we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Terry.
Take care.
Thanks for listening to Fine Living, presented by Jim Reif Builders, the leader in new construction and remodeling here on the Lakeshore. Let their vision enrich your lifestyle. Tune in again next week for another episode of Fine Living on 1240 Radio, WOMT. To learn more, visit jimreifbuilders.com.